Allie comes in to score it. Now Haley Franson at the plate. The Lady Tigers have tied this thing up to 2 apiece. First pitch swinging by Blake that time, and she made great contact right through the left side of the infield, and we're tied up at 2 apiece in the bottom of 3. Franson will step in. Haley reached and scored the other Lady Tiger run in the second inning. She led that inning off with a walk, and now takes ball 1 here with 2 down and a runner at first in this third frame. 2-2 tie. Pitch on the way from Looney. In for a strike on Franson. It's 1-1. Clay Center trailed 2-0 going into the second. Cut the lead in half. They've tied it in the third. Here's the 1-1 to Franson inside. 2 balls and a strike. Haley, the Lady Tiger shortstop, walked and scored in the second as mentioned in game number 1 for the Lady Tigers. And we'll get back to Franson here. Lines one up the middle. They'll try for the force at second. They do just get Megan Blake sliding in to second base. So it'll close down the frame. But the Lady Tigers have tied it. A triple from Allie Wright Frederick with 2 outs, and the single from Megan Blake pushed her across. Let's head over to Campbell Field.
All right, Rock, thanks. Here we've got half an inning in the books. Top half of the first, it was 3 up, 3 down. Great pitching by Kelby Wishman. A fly out by Wildman, a fly out by Jurgensen, and a ground out to the shortstop from Fetters. And an outstanding play in left field by Brigham Glaze for the first out of the game. Sliding catch along the foul line for 1 out. Changing sides here, warming up on the mound for Abilene. Let's get a 30-second timeout. We'll bring you back to Campbell right after this.
I was setting up a new display when in walked a puzzled person. Can I help you?
I'm setting up a computer network at home and don't know where to start.
We can help you. We have all types of cables, routers, wireless accessories, and many hard-to-find items. Let me ask you a few questions and explain how things work so we can help you get just the right items.
Central Office Service and Supply Guide. You even speak English without an accent.
Thank you. Our new displays at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center make it easy to find just what you need.
Again, headed to the bottom of the first here at Campbell. We'll get you back up to Rocky Downing just as soon as Clay Center gets through their half of the inning. Scoreless after half. Again, Clay Center lost the first game 6-2, 9 innings, tied 2-2 until the top of the ninth, and then a 4-run ninth inning from Abilene, including a 3-run homer. Shut Clay Center down. They lose that first game 6-2 in 9 innings. Again, we mentioned Cade Wallace not batting. Cade is injured, does have a shoulder injury. He is playing defense, but Coach Andy Bent said he would absolutely not be batting in this game. So Nate Libby will lead things off. Nate out in right field. Nate with a rough offensive game in that first one with Abilene. First pitch in for strike 1. Again, about the same strike zone as the umpires have switched places, but very similar and very wide. So 0-1 count to Libby. Second pitch on the way, catches the inside corner for strike 2. And, Nate steps out and doesn't like it, but, again, both umpires have been pretty consistent on where that strike zone is and haven't deviated a whole lot. 0-2 pitch to Libby on the way is swung on and missed. And that is out number 1. So Kelby Wishman pitching, Brigham Glaze in left field, Wyatt Alexander catching, Evan Rosenau at first, Dylan Moon at third. We'll get to the rest of the lineup here in just a minute. Pitch to Wishman high. Logan McDonald will DH, Keegan Brownell at second. Colton Wyke in center field, and Cade Wallace playing short. 1-0 pitch to Wishman. Low and away, ball 2. Wishman stands in ready. Swung on an outside pitch. His Fetters is pitching this game for Abilene. Counts 2-1 and pitch well away. 2-1 pitch on the way in for strike two. Wishman watches that one go, catches the outside corner. One out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch to Kelby Wishman. That one low, count goes full. And the wind has died down a little bit, still a little breeze blowing out. But as Rocky said, this is about perfect for springtime sports in Kansas. Full count, swung on and missed, and Kelby Wishman will take a seat.
Now batting number 28, Brigham Glaze.
So Brigham Glaze will come to the box in an outstanding play in left field for the first out of the ball game. Sliding, diving catch along the foul line from Brigham Glaze. Pitch to Glaze, low and away. Glaze was 1 for 3 in that first game. Walked once, singled once, and then was thrown out trying to steal third. And after the conversation with Coach Andy Bent, probably won't make that mistake again. Pitch to Glaze, in for strike one. Fetters throws a lot harder than Frederick did in that first game. Maybe not quite the command of pitches that Frederick has, but again, throws a lot of heat. That one in for strike two. Again, it's a big strike zone with this umpire, but both have been pretty consistent. These guys obviously work together quite a bit. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, and a slow breaking ball gets Brigham Glaze swinging. One inning in the books. We're scoreless at Campbell Field, headed to the second. Let's take you back to Rocky Downing.
You bet, Flip. We do bring you back here as the Clay Center Lady Tigers facing Abilene. It is a pretty wild top of the fourth inning right now. The Abilene Cowgirls got a leadoff single, and then the runner got caught in the pickle between first and second. Megan Blake was able to knock it down on the infield, but it went toward the foul fence near the third base dugout. She fired to Aaron Hamill, to Ferguson, back to Aaron, who ran down the runner, so there was one down. And then a double from Emily Birch as the pitch from the Cowgirl, or for the Lady Tigers, Taylor Mall, is across for strike. It's 0-2 with 2 down and now a runner at second. Emily Birch then double, deep shot to left field, and then she was almost thrown out at third base on a play between home and third. And then she was picked off when Allie Wright Frederick threw down, and Megan Blake short hopped it, made the tag. So there's your 2 outs on base running errors, and now a strikeout by Ball. The Cowgirls had a lot happening on the base paths, and we'll get nothing for it. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. A couple of base running errors by the Cowgirls and great defense by the Lady Tigers have it tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of 4. Let's take it back over to Phil Casper.
All right, Rock, thanks. We are headed to the top of the second, still warming up a little bit. Let's take a 30-second timeout, bring you back after this.
When you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea, your first therapy option is typically some form of positive airway pressure medical device. Whether it's a CPAP or BiPAP unit, you'll find them at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy. A full-time respiratory therapist is also available for questions or to help with your needs. They offer a complete line of durable medical equipment to assist and aid in your well-being. Most insurance carriers will be billed for you. Just bring in your prescription to Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack.
Lady Tigers coming to the plate here in their half of the fourth inning, tied at 2 with Abilene. The Tiger baseball team headed to the field. Abilene to the plate in that matchup over at Campbellville. We'll get you caught back up with Flip Casper following this half inning. The Lady Tigers tie it up, and that defensive inning for Clay Center, Abilene had 2 really strong hits, but 2 really bad base running errors, and the Lady Tigers played it nicely. The rundown between first and second, it looked like they had a rundown between home and third that was an out, but the runner was called safe under the tag, and that same runner, Emily Birch, was eventually thrown out by Wright Frederick on a pickoff down to third. Megan Blake made the pick on the short hop and then applied the tag, and that got him out of the inning with a strikeout to follow, and no runs across for the Cowgirls despite threatening. 2-2 tie as Taylor Mall leads it off for Clay Center in their half of the fourth inning. It's Mall, Ferguson, and Shivers due up if someone reaches Gabby Helms. Pitch across, Mall slings one in the left field, but it's well foul. Great cut at it. Fat of the bat on the softball, but again lined foul and well foul out of play. Tied at 2. Ball stands in with an 0-2 count. Pops it towards center field. Well hit. Maybe just got underneath of it a bit. It's run down by Alderson, one away. So one down as we work our way in the bottom of the fourth here with a 2-2 tie. We'll bring up Hannah Ferguson. She reached in the second inning on a fielder's choice, a ground out to the shortstop. They had a force out at second. First game, she had a double and a long single. There's a shot to the right center field gap by Ferguson, and this could be extra bases. Alderson runs it down, but Hannah had a great turn at first and standing at second with a one-out double is Ferguson. That was roped into right center field. Alderson even got over and cut it off before it hit the wall, but Ferguson had a great jump out of the box and able to stand at second base now with the double. That brings up Janae Shivers. Shivers reached on a fielder's choice as well back in that second inning. See if she can drive Hannah Ferguson in and give Clay Center the lead. Here's a pitch home. Popped up on the infield. The pitcher, Ludi, calls for it. Actually, her third baseman, Beswick, almost bumped her out of the play, but Ludi able to hang in there and make the catch despite the contact from her own teammate, and there's 2 down. Normally, that is the third baseman or infielder's call to get the pitcher out of there, but it was right back in the circle where Ludi was standing, so she makes the catch 2 away. And that brings up Gabby Helms. Ferguson still in scoring position. Swing and a miss by Helms. It's 0-1. Game 2 underway for the Clay Center Tigers over at Campbell Field. Abilene was coming to the plate. We'll get you back over the flip for this inning. Goes to a close. Hopefully that will be a bit if the Lady Tigers can extend it here and maybe take a lead with Ferguson down at second after the one-out double, now with 2 down, still at second base, and Gabby Helms will try to move her across. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Lights likely to come on here at the softball complex soon. And there's a pitch up high. The count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clay Center Lady Tigers winning game 1, 10-0. It ended in 5 innings. Tied at 2 here in the fourth. The runner at second, 2 down. The pitch to Helms down in the dirt. The count goes full, 3-2. Aaron Hamill is on deck for Clay Center. Kate Ludi, the pitcher, with a 3-2 count. Helms back in from the left side. Pitch on its way up high, and she lays off of it. Good patience and discipline by Helms that time. She draws the walk. Now runners at first and second for Aaron Hamill. She flew out to center field her last time up, and as mentioned in game 1, she was 2 for 2 at the plate. Reached all 3 times, walking once, singles on the other 2 plate appearances. And now here in the bottom of the fourth, a chance to maybe get one across if she can get one out to the grass here in the fourth inning with runners at first and second. Ball down to the dirt. Nice block by Murray, the catcher. Keeps the runners at first and second base. Helms at first, Ferguson at second. Bottom of 4, tied at 2. Aaron Hamill stands back in, a 1 ball, no strike count. And a pitch is across for a strike. It's 1-1. Pitch on the inside corner, and Aaron kind of hesitated and then just let it go by. It was not a pitch you wanted to swing at, but it was a strike. There's a pop-up on the right side. Second baseman over near the foul line and makes the catch. So the Lady Tigers threaten to take the lead, unable to get it done. We're headed to the 5th, tied at 2. Tiger softball will continue. Right now, let's go over to Tiger baseball and Phil Casper.
All right, thanks, Rock. 2 down here in Abilene's half of the second. 2 runners on. Hocker at bat. 2-0 count. Pitch from Wishman, swung on and missed, and he has got a nasty off-speed pitch. That is the definition of off-speed. So count goes 2-1. Scoreless here in the second. 2-1 pitch on the way. Wyatt Alexander thought he was going to go down to first, but just a fake throw to second. Counts 3-1. Pitch from Wishman, swung on and missed, and the count goes full. Full count, runner on first and second, 2 down. Pitch on the way from Wishman, misses outside, and the bases are loaded. So Hocker heads down to first on a walk. That brings up Clemente, the right fielder.
Now batting number 9, Clemente.
So Wishman in a bit of a jam here, but there are 2 down. Pitch to Clemente, misses high. That one's fouled back as Wishman finds the zone, counts 1-1. Base is loaded. Wishman will stay in the stretch. Throws home low. Two one count. 2 down. Bases loaded. Wishman throw. There's a drive to third base. Right to Dylan Moon. Makes a great play. Steps on the bag. And we are headed to the bottom of the second. Scoreless here. Midway through 2. Let's take a 30-second timeout, bring you back to Campbell right after this.
Hi, this is Maribeth Connor. Holiday gift giving can cause a big strain on your wallet. The Citizens National Bank has a whole new way to jumpstart on budgeting for next Christmas or any other special occasion that is in your future. The Citizens National Bank introduces its Reloadable Card. You tell us how much you want to save, and we'll set up regular transfers from your checking account to the Reloadable Card. It's that simple. Learn more about the Reloadable Card at the Citizens National Bank, downtown Clay Center, member FDIC.
Back at Campbell Field, bottom of the second. Wyatt Alexander, Evan Rosenau, Dylan Moon due up for the Tigers. Fetters went 3 up, 3 down in that first inning, all 3 strikeouts. Wyatt Alexander, a big game in that first game. He went 3 for 3, 2 singles and a solo homer, and then was walked and then scored on an RBI single from Dylan Moon. So the only 2 runs for the Tigers came from Wyatt Alexander. He'll lead things off here, bottom of 2. Scoreless again. They were still tied in the 5th. Abilene did have a runner on.
Now batting number 7, Wyatt Alexander.
We'll get you back up to Rocky Downing right after this inning as Alexander steps in. Sets in the box, the lefty. Fetters fires home. That is low. Ball 1. Fetters never comes out of the stretch. There's one driven right back to Fetters. He will jog it over and flip it to Parker Bays for out number 1. That was hit hard by Alexander.
Now batting number 27, Evan Rosenau.
So 1 out, Evan Rosenau steps in. Rosenau at first base for the Tigers. He played game 1 over there. Pitch to Rosenau outside, ball 1. One 0 pitch in for strike 1. Count goes 1-1. Bottom of second here, scoreless. 1 out. 1-1 pitch to Rosenau in for strike 2. Betters gets his signal. Sets to come home. Fires in. That is driven down the first base line, but well played by Parker Bass for out number 2.
Now batting number 53, Dylan Moon.
So Dylan Moon will step in. Moon had the RBI single in game 1. Was 2 for 4 with 2 singles, including the RBI, driving in Wyatt Alexander. Pitch to Moon. Good swing, but a miss, and it's 0-1. Moon right back in. Betters comes home, then misses outside. Count goes 1-1. Moon sets. Betters fires in. Catches the outside corner. Strike 2. So 1-2 count to Dylan Moon. 2 out. Fetters shakes off the first signal. Now he's happy. Sets to come home. Ball high. Count 2-2. Two-two pitch to Dylan Moon. That is low, and the count is full. Betters trying a little off-speed pitch and drove that right into the dirt. And now Dylan Moon steps in with the count 3-2. Betters' pitch is high. That's going to send Moon down to first base.
Now batting number 6, Logan McDonald.
So Moon becomes the first base runner for the Tigers. Logan McDonald, freshman, gets his first at-bat of the night. Lights come on at Campbell Field. Betters looking at first. Now fires home. That's high and in. Up around the chin of Logan McDonald. Betters really watching Moon. Moon with some speed, but not a huge lead. Pitch comes home. That's low and away. Ball 2. And Fetters really seems to be concentrating on Dylan Moon. Again, Moon's not taking a giant lead on the lefty. Fetters watches, now looks home. Now he'll go to first, and a pretty good move to first, but again, Moon's not giving up a lot of ground. Now he's going to fire back over. Now he'll set, get his signal. 2-0 pitch to Logan McDonald is in for strike 1. McDonald back in. Pitch in, foul back. Good swing by McDonald, but jammed up a little bit. Foul straight back. Count goes 2-2. So 2-2 count. Dylan Moon's on first. 2 down. Bottom of the second, we're scoreless. Two pitch from Fetters on the way outside, counts full. So Moon doing a pretty good job at first, keeping the attention of Fetters. McDonald with a pretty good at bat. Full count pitch on the way. That is going to be a called strike 3. So Clay Center threatens. No score. Headed to the third. Let's take you back to Rocky Downing.
All right, Phil, we're in the bottom of 5 here, and the Lady Tigers have fallen back behind now, 3-2. The Abilene Cowgirls got it done with 2 straight hits to begin the 5th inning, and then 3 straight retired by Taylor Ball to keep the Lady Tigers right in it. Sam Carson leads the way here in the bottom of 5 and draws a walk on a 3-2 pitch, and so Carson's aboard, the leadoff runner on, and that'll bring up Allie Wright-Frederick, who has tripled and scored and walked her first time up, so she's been on base both times. A shot to left center field, actually almost direct left field, burnt the left fielder and got her the triple. Now she squares the bunt and sacrifice, takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. She thought it was high. 3-2, Clay Center down by 1. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Lady Tigers won game 1, 10-0. Flutie looks in, the pitch home. The bunt down by Wright-Frederick, notes foul territory. Was out in front of the plate, little backspin, kind of sucked it back toward the catcher, and it will be a foul ball, and the batter Wright-Frederick back to the plate. Catcher now is Emily Burt. They did switch up one of the innings earlier, so it was Murray, now Burt back there. Pitched down to the dirt. Carson's going to get to second. So they get the sacrifice without the bunt as the pitch was down at the dirt, got by Burt. And that gives Allie Wright-Frederick a chance with a base hit to tie this game with Carson, good speed down at second base, and nobody out. A 1-ball, 2-strike pitch from Ludi. Wright-Frederick hammers it toward left field. Well struck again. Hits off the wall. Carson around third will score, and this will tie it up at 3 apiece in the second straight extra base hit for Allie Wright-Frederick, and the second one to left field off the wall. This time a stand-up double brings in Carson to score and to tie it at 3 apiece. And that puts Megan Blake at the plate. Now, she had the RBI single back in the third that brought in Wright-Frederick from third base after the triple that tied it at 2. Now maybe a single could give the Lady Tigers their first lead of the game. Tied at 3 in the bottom of 5. Nobody out. Pitch to Blake. Low and inside. Wright-Frederick off the bag at second. Catcher quickly back to her pitcher, Ludi, and Allie's going to stay at home at second base. Tied at 3, bottom of the 5th. The pitch to Blake. Line shot in the left field. This will be a single. Will not score. Wright-Frederick sharply hit and right at the left field. Another ball gets away from the catcher. Wright-Frederick will score it from third. And the Lady Tigers have their first lead of the game. Now Megan Blake heads up running, gets to second, and then all the way to third. Wright-Frederick sliding in hard at home plate, comes up a little shaken as she heads toward the dugout. Great hustle by Wright-Frederick, scoring on the passed ball. And then Megan Blake made it to second. That was the easy part, but she made a big turn. And when Abilene kind of paused after the play at home, she took off for third. They didn't even make a throw down to her. No one was covering. Catcher didn't really see until too late, and so really headsy play by the senior Megan Blake after the score by Wright-Frederick. And with 2 straight hits from Allie and Megan and the walk to Carson, the Lady Tigers have the lead and a runner at third for Haley Franson. So for Megan Blake, her second straight single. Both have been sharply hit to left. That one on a line so sharp it couldn't score Wright-Frederick, but then the throw home got away, and she does come in. Here's a bunt from Franson, a good one down the third base line, but it goes foul. Would have been easily safe at first had that stayed in fair territory. Megan Blake, the runner at third. Lady Tigers have taken their first lead of this second game, 4-3. Franson at the plate, Maul on deck. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. There's the pitch home. Bunted again, third base side. charging hard. Throw to first and out at first. Very close bang play. Now it's a two-crew umpiring crew, so the field umpire over on the third base side of the field has to make that call all the way across the diamond. But bang at first, and they say Franson is out. First out of the inning. Very close at first base. Taylor Mall now up. Megan Blake still at third, one down. Pitches up and inside on Mall. It's a 1-0 count. So Carson walked, and she scored on the double from Wright Frederick, followed by a single from Megan Blake, and then Allie scored on a throw home that got away from the catcher. Here's the 1-0 to Mall. It's up high. On that play at the plate, Wright Frederick sliding in hard to the catcher, Emily Burtz, scored, and while that was taking place, Blake just kind of snuck her way around the base paths, and before Abilene realized that she was on her way to third. Now a hard shot from Mall off the glove of Willie, and the Lady Tigers now have a 2-run lead. As Megan Blake comes in to score, and Clay Center has put 3 on the board in this frame alone, and that ball was a rocket off the bat of Ball, and it went off the glove of Willie, the shortstop. Jaden Crimmins will come in to run it first, courtesy runner for Ball, who has her second hit of the game, and puts the Lady Tigers on top by 2, 5-3. Pitch home. Foul by Hannah Ferguson, who is 1 for 2 in this game. She doubled in the fourth, stranded at second base. 1 out, a runner at first. That is Crimmins running courtesy runner for the pitcher Taylor Mall, who did a rocket toward shortstop just a moment ago. Here's a fly ball off the bat of Fergus to the left field. And coming in for it now will be the left fielder, and there's 2 away. Runner stays at first, there's 2 down. And Janae Shivers will be the batter. She grounded to third. She popped out to the pitcher. Bill Casper just letting us know that Brigham Glaves has made another highlight reel catch in the outfield. He caught the first out of the game in game number 2, diving and running away from the field, and was able to come up with it, and now has made another spectacular play, we're hearing, in that second game. There's bottom of the third right now. They head to at Campbell Field. No score in that one. Here, bottom of 5, Clay Center leads at 5-3. Pitch to Shivers. Up and tight, running to second. Jaden Crimmins in with a stolen base at second base. She is running for Ball as a courtesy runner. Swipes second with 2 down to put her in scoring position with a 2-0 count for Shivers. Now they're going to do a little cleanup out at second base. The umpire taking care of the base paths. The lights on, as you heard at Campbell Field. Also here at softball matchup. Pitch up and away to Shivers. Now the count 3-0. So bottom of the third they go for the Tiger baseball team, who lost their first game of the season in 9 innings earlier to Abilene 6-2. They are scoreless going to the bottom of 3 in game number 2. To strike in on a 3-0 pitch from Ludi to Shivers. And with 2 down, Crimmins at second, the runner. A 3-ball, 1-strike count on Shivers, who stands in on the right side. If she can extend the inning, Gabby Helms waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. And Crimmins, good jump from second base as the ball got away from the catcher, and she'll stand at third easily. Big turn for Shivers, and they'll give her second. No throw. So now runners at second and third. Crimmins down to third base. Shivers to second on the walk, and then the ball got away from the catcher, and Janae just turned big, and nobody even wanted to throw towards second base, so she's in scoring position now. Second and third for the Lady Tigers with Gabby Helms at the plate. First pitch to Gabby's outside, who bats from that left side. She walked in the fourth and was stranded at first base. Struck out back in the second. Here's the pitch home. Helms takes it low, and it's 2-0. 2 down in the fifth. Lady Tigers have scratched 3 across the plate in this inning to take a 5-3 lead, their first advantage of the ballgame. It's a pitch from Ludi. Helms takes it low and away. Ball gets away. Crimmins will come across with a slide. Jaden Crimmins scoring as a courtesy runner. Now the Lady Tigers lead at 6-3. and down to third base goes Shivers. So Clay Center has something really working here in this fifth inning. They scored 4, and they now lead it 6-3. They were down 3-2 to start the inning, the fifth, and now have a 3-run lead. Helms could get another one across, but instead takes ball 4 and is headed to first. Now runners at the corners for Erin Hamill. Erin 0-2 in this game. She has flown out to left. She popped out to second. And now we have a timeout taken on the field as Coach Taplin's going to run out and talk to her team at the center circle. Let's take it over to Campbell Field. We'll check in and see where they're at with the Tiger baseball team.
All right, thanks, Rock. Here it's still scoreless. It's Fetters pitching for Abilene. He's now got 5 strikeouts through 2.5 innings. Deacon Brownell went down swinging. Colton Wyke now up. Getting back to the highlight from Brigham Glaves, first going away towards the foul line, then running towards center field and laid out. And that's one you'll see late at night on ESPN. It was a great play and met halfway out into left field by Coach Andy Bent. Glaves doing work and owning that real estate in left field. So 3-2 count now to Colton Wyke. 1 out. Nobody on. We're scoreless. Pitch to Wyke. Swung on and missed, and that is the 6th strikeout for Fetters. So
Now batting number 1.
back to the top of the order. Nate Libby will come up for the Tigers. Libby struck out the first time. Again, for my color guy, Fetters a thrower, Frederick a pitcher. And he's right, and Fetters really throws pretty much straight heat. He will drop a breaking ball in occasionally, but he's throwing pretty hard. That first one away from Nate Libby. This will come in low, so 2-0 count to Nate Libby. Fetters has walked 1. He's given up no hits. 2 Tigers have put the bat on the ball. Both ground outs. Pitch to Libby on 2-0 count, in for strike 1. Two 1 count, 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of 3, scoreless. Pitch to Libby, high and in. Counts 3-1. So now you'll see Fetters come back in hard. And that'll go outside, and Nate Libby will walk down to first base.
Now batting number 2, Kelby Wishman.
So Kelby Wishman steps up. Wishman pitching. Nate Libby just the second base runner for the Tigers. Also in that last inning, a throwdown on a steal to second base from Wyatt Alexander on a rope to Cade Wallace, and picking off an Abilene Cowboy base runner. So great defense from the Tigers, just not much offense tonight in game 1 or up to this point either. Pitch to Wishman, in for strike 1. And Fetters really concerned when runners get on. He's a lefty, so he's looking right at first base. And again, Nate Libby's probably not 4 feet off the base, and now he's going to get caught in a rundown. He was going, and now he's caught. Throw back to first. Libby is caught, and he's going to be out, and that is out. Number 3 is Nate Libby got caught leaning. Headed to the 4th, scoreless at Campbell Field. Let's get you back to Rocky Downing and Clay Center Lady Tiger softball.
All right, Phil, we just finished the 5th inning for Lady Tigers, but a good one. They score 4. They bat around in the inning, but the base is full. Sam Carson grounded out sharply on the infield to shortstop to close down the innings. The Lady Tigers have taken a 6-3 lead. We're in an inning break at both Campbell Field and here for Tiger softball. Let's take a break on the air. Back after this.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
Corn and soybeans can begin growing faster and healthier with Begin Starter Fertilizer from Central Valley Ag. Begin is different.
It's a low salt, chloride-free, 100% water soluble, flows very readily even in colder temperatures.
CVA Director of Fertilizer Doug Kazemba says low salt is also easier on your equipment with fewer plugged nozzles.
You wouldn't have the corrosion that comes with traditional starters.
Begin Starter Fertilizer can be used in furrow 2x2 or foliar. Sales at any Central Valley Ag agronomy location or CVAcoop.com.
Lady Tigers head to the top of the sixth right now. Abilene will be at the plate. We'll continue to get you updated with Flip Casper. Of course, this game is almost assured to go final before the second game is a doubleheader. First, baseball, softball moving different paces, and with the Tiger baseball team going to 9 innings in game number 1 before losing 6-2. So they're a little bit behind us here at for Tiger softball. Play center has Taylor Mall back in the circle, ready to pitch. It will be Abilene to the plate. And they will bat right now Macy Debenham. Debenham leading off in the top of the sixth. Huge fifth inning for Clay Center. There's a foul tip straight back off the bat of Debenham. Lady Tigers had a walk for Sam Carson, the double from Allie Wright Frederick, the single from Megan Blake, a single from Taylor Mall, and then they were able to get 4 runs across. Left the bases full even in an inning, but still they lead at 6-3 now. There's another foul tip off the bat of Debenham, and the count's 0-2. Ball pitching, Wright Frederick behind the plate. Then you have Megan Blake at third, Hannah Ferguson at first. At shortstop, Haley Franson. At second base, Aaron Hamill. Right to left in the outfield, Gabby Helms, Sam Carson, Janae Shivers. 6-3 Lady Tiger lead. Here's the pitch, 0-2 from Ball. Line shot towards short. Franson right there. There's one away. But Debenham hit it fairly sharply. The time for Franson to gather and make the catch, 1 down. Top of the sixth. 6-3 ball game. Clay Center with that lead. They didn't lead through the first 4 innings. They had tied it once, fell behind 3-2 going to the fifth, and then they got it going. Here's Emily Bird at the plate. Swing and a miss. From the right side of the plate, stands back in. Ball set to work. And the pitch home. This one's away. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll have the Concordia doubleheader live on the air, both baseball and softball. That's coming up May 8th. And then all of the Tiger postseason will be live on KCLY. There's a pop-up, backing out of play. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, last year, Tiger baseball making it to the state championships. The wacky rain-delayed weekend and across the state for baseball and softball. And such a close battle in that opening game before falling. But exciting stuff last year for baseball. Tiger softball out to a great start this year. There's a pop-up to right. Helms has it, and there's 2 away. So 2 down for Jensen Roth. A line out to short, and now a fly out to right. And the Lady Tigers would like to shut this one down in quick order. There's a pitch up high, 1-0. In essence, the Lady Tigers right now find themselves 4 outs from a doubleheader sweep against the Cowgirls with a 6-3 lead in the top of the 6th and 2 down. Line shot left field, hit well, and that's going to be foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also on tap in the spring sports season will be regional track and field coverage on KCLY. That's the 19th. That Friday will then lead the state qualifiers into Wichita once again for the state track and field championships, final weekend of May. Here's a pitch from Ball, up and outside, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the top of the 6th. Again, we'll continue to send it back over to Phil Casper to check in, but Lady Tigers looking for the final out of this inning. It was a scoreless tie at last check over at Campbell Field. There's a foul tip just nubbed off the end of the bat, and the count now 3-2. 6-3. Correction, it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. The pitch from Mall. Popped up, left side, out of play. Blake and Wright Frederick both give chase to it, but no chance to get there. Well out of play, and the count stays at 2-2. Abilene has taken a 1-0 lead in that matchup in the second game over at Campbell Field. And the Lady Tigers can get this out recorded. We'll get you back over there and check in with Phil Casper. Here, a 2-2 count, 2 down. Top of the 6th, pitch from Mall. Popped again, up and out of play. Flip at Campbell Field. Rocky Downing along with Zach Elzinga here at Tiger Softball Complex. He's going to be helping us with the postseason coverage once we roll that direction. And our studio engineer is Bernie Fancella. 6-3, Lady Tigers lead it. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. 2-2 tie. Here's the pitch from Taylor Mall. 2-2 on its way. Right back at the box, and what a flag by Taylor Mall, and she'll fire to first, and with a surprised look on her face, quickly runs toward the dugout, happy to have made that catch and get out of the inning. That was a hot shot right at her ankles, and she short-hopped it and then threw to first for the final out. 3 up, 3 down. We're headed to the bottom of 6 here. Lady Tigers lead it 6-3. Let's check back in again with Flip.
All right, Rock, thanks. 2 outs here, runner on third. 3-1 count to Hocker. I'll give you an update, and Hocker's going to head down to first base with a walk. So Horner stands on third after a well-hit ball into left field, scored Parker Bass, who had gotten to first base on a walk. Ball getting past Brigham Glaves for a triple for Horner. So Abilene has gone up 1-0. Top of the 4th, Clemente comes up for Abilene. A sharply hit ball is going to drive in 1 run. That goes into left field. That's going to bring Hocker all the way around to third as Clemente with a single, and
now batting number 2, Wildman.
Abilene's gone up 2-0. Top of the 4th, 2 down, and now runners at the corners. And back to the top of Abilene's order, Wildman will step into the box. The lefty has flown out twice. First pitch from Wishman goes outside. Abilene, a little 2-out rally here. Second pitch, low and away, and it's 2-0. Wishman just trying to get himself out of this inning right now with those 2 runners on. I'll let Clemente go. There's a high fly ball. That's going to be playable. Third baseman Dylan Moon for the 3rd out. So Abilene gets 2 across in the top of the 4th. Midway through the 4th, it's a 2-0 Abilene lead. Clay Center coming up to bat. Let's get you back to Rocky Downing.
All right, Flip, thanks. Here at 6-3, Lady Tigers lead it. We're in the bottom of the 6th, and it's Allie Wright Frederick who will lead it off. She has walked, tripled, and doubled in this game, so swinging a hot bat, but they have not pitched to her yet. Willie on the pitcher's circle for Abilene, and she gets a strike across on a 3-0 count. So Anna Willie just coming in to pitch, replacing Kate Ludy. Wright Frederick leads it off here in the 6th, placing her up 6-3. And there's ball 4, and she's on for the 4th time this game. A double, a triple, and 2 walks. She's also scored twice. And Megan Blake is up. She's 2 for 3. Popped out her first time up and has singled sharply to left the last 2 times she's been at the plate. Runner at first, nobody out. Clay Center leads at 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Deep shot left field. If it stays fair, it could be gone, but it's going to be well foul. Ends up actually in the bullpen area here for the Lady Tigers side of the field. Good hack at it, though, by Megan Blake. 2 for 3 in this ball game. There's a line shot left field. Fair ball. Wright Frederick around second to third. She'll score easily. Megan Blake standing up at second with a double. Her third hit of the ball game. Wright Frederick scores for the third time in the game, and now Clay Center out to a 4-run lead, 7-3. That ball was rocketed to left. It was just a matter of whether it stayed fair or not, and it was inside the line, and Blake's on second with a double. Wright Frederick's in to score. Clay Center up 7-3, and Haley Franson will be the batter. We may be making Coach Don Richter down to talk with the home plate umpire, so I'm thinking they must be making a change. A runner into second base. So the Lady Tigers will pinch run. With a 7-3 lead. So Blake will come out. Megan can still go back in and play third base. And Haley Franson stands in on the right side of the plate with a runner in scoring position and nobody down. Clay Center up 7-3. Bottom of the sixth, Clay Center trailed all the way into the fifth inning. They were down 3-2. They had tied it at 2, but trailed 3-2, and never led, and then they got it going. Here's a pop-up right side of the infield, and the first baseman gathers it in. Roth with the catcher's one away. That'll bring up Taylor Mall, and she really rifled one past the shortstop her last time up. Willie was playing short at the time, now pitching, but she got a glove on it, but that was all. It went on into left field and scored Megan Blake, who had singled just a couple of batters prior. Pitch up high off speed, 1-0. Throw back up the middle is going to get by second base, and over to third. The Lady Tigers have a runner out of third base. So a runner moves one base closer to adding another run for the Lady Tiger lead. They're up 7-3. Taylor Mall, a 1-0 count, stands back in on the right side, singled twice in this game. There's a grounder to short. Throw to first, and it's a little wide. Did they come off the bag? The run's going to score regardless. They'll say Mall is out at first, but she scores the run. So the Lady Tigers now with an 8-3 lead. And a really close play at first. The shortstop tried to look back the runner. There was no chance there. And the throw to first almost pulled Roth off the bag, but they say she hung in there. And there's 2 away for Hannah Ferguson, who takes a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The ball is out 6-3 on the grounder to the shortstop, but she gets the RBI, knocking in Megan Blake, who had doubled. Pop up right side into the outfield. Center fielder Alderson over to get it. Clay Center gets some insurance, though. They lead by 5 going to the final inning. We head to the top of the 7th. Clay Center leads it 8-3. Let's head over to Campbell Field.
All right, thanks, Rock. And now walk to Brigham Glaze after Kelby Wishman had gone down swinging.
Wyatt Alexander.
In the bottom of the 4th, Wyatt Alexander will get up. 7 strikeouts from batters in this game up to this point, and he is really throwing heat. He will throw the occasional off-speed pitch, but he's mainly throwing just straight fastballs. So Alexander stands in, one of 2 Tigers to get the bat on the ball. So far in this game, first pitch is outside. So Glaze, just a third base runner. For the Tigers. Alexander steps out. Getting some signals from Coach Andy Bent to Alexander and Glaze. Alexander now set, steps back in. Glaze, not a huge leadoff on first. Pitch to Alexander is fouled into Abilene's dugout. One out, 1 runner on. Clay Center trails 2-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th here. And we'll get you back up for the close of that Lady Tiger game, they were in control of game 2. Pitch to Alexander, misses high. Count goes 2-1. Glaze not showing much at first base. Short lead, still. Fetter's still keeping an eye on him. Pitch to Alexander, fouled right into the catcher's glove. That's strike 2. Counts 2-2. Alexander getting some good cuts, but unable to get good contact this at bat. 2-2. Pitch on the way. That's going to hit Wyatt Alexander. As Brigham Glaze was stealing, Wyatt Alexander just stands in and takes it, and he hits to first base.
Number 27, Evan Rosenau.
So now 2 runners on with 1 out. Evan Rosenau will come in. He grounded out. Pretty well hit ball, but right at Parker base at first base for the Cowboys. And base not really holding Alexander on. In fact, he comes way in for Rosenau. First pitch misses high. So Alexander able to get a pretty good lead. They aren't holding Glaze at second either. So base is in front of Alexander at first base. Nobody's holding Glaze on. Pitch to Rosenau in for strike 1. One out, Tigers trail 2-0. Pitch to Rosenau, swung on, strike 2. That one probably a little bit high. And the count's 1-2. One-two pitch in. Count 2-2. That just about got Evan Rosenau. Would have got him about mid-thigh, and a little painful. Two-two pitch to Rosenau, and a called strike 3 that Evan Rosenau let go, and that's 2 down.
Now batting number 23, Dylan Moon.
So Dylan Moon steps in. They have 2 outs. Clay Center Lady Tiger softball will get you up there. After this batter, we'll send it to Rocky, and hopefully he can shut things down up there. We'll get Dylan Moon hopefully on base as he calls timeout, as Fetter's taking a little too long for Moon's liking. Now base has moved back. He's still not on first base, so he's not holding Alexander on. Pitch comes in high, and Brigham Glaze getting a pretty good lead at second. Shortstop, second baseman, I'm not real sure what they have going, but occasionally they'll both end up on second base. Pitch to Moon, low. That's ball 2. Clay Center Lady Tigers well in command, trying to get a sweep, and that game has gone final. Lady Tigers win at 8-3. Count goes 3-0 now to Dylan Moon. So 2 down. Moon way ahead in the count at 3-0. Runners on first and second. Pitch to Moon, in for strike 1. Moon taking that one all the way. We'll see what he does with this one. 3-1 count with 2 down and 2 runners on. Clay Center threatening. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch to Moon, strike 2. And I don't think Dylan Moon was taking that. I think he's a little sorry he let it go. So count's full. Pitch to Moon, swung on, strike 3. So Clay Center threatens, can't get any across. They strand 2. We're headed to the 5th. Clay Center trails 2-0. Let's get you back to Rocky Downing. Let him wrap up Clay Center Lady Tiger softball.
Yeah, Flip, the Lady Tigers get it done. 8-3 is your final, as you mentioned. It was a 3-up, or a correction, the 4 batters got to the plate, but after a leadoff single by Hannah Willie in the 7th, the Lady Tigers shut it down. Taylor Mall got a ground out to Aaron Hamill at second, and then 2 fly balls to center field to Sam Carson. And Clay Center wins it 8-3. The Lady Tigers were down 2-0. They tied it 2-2. They fell behind 3-2 going to the 5th, and that's when they really broke things open in this ball game. The Lady Tigers were able to get a score in the 2nd inning when Haley Franson led off with a walk and eventually came around to score on a Taylor Mall single. In the 3rd inning, their 2nd run came after Allie Wright Frederick tripled, and then a single from Megan Blake drove her in. Then, as mentioned, trailing 3-2 in the 5th, Sam Carson walked. Allie Wright Frederick, her second extra base hit, a double, and then a single from Megan Blake, all 3 scoring, and then Taylor Mall another single. She came around to score. They put 4 on the board in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th when Wright Frederick went off with a walk. Megan Blake doubled, and then they both came in to score, and the Lady Tigers get the win. Taylor Mall the victory in the circle. Pitching game 2, Megan Blake pitched game number 1, and the Lady Tigers ended that one in 5 innings, winning 10-0 game 1, 8-3 in game 2. They sweep the Abilene Cowgirls here at home on this Tuesday. We'll send it back over to Phil Casper.
All right, Rock, thanks. Here we've got a pitching change, so we'll take a timeout, bring you back to Campbell Field after this.
At United Bank and Trust, we get it. Bank hours don't always fit into your schedule. With the United Bank and Trust mobile banking app, you can bank anytime, anywhere. At home, at work, or anywhere in between. You can perform convenient and secure transactions like mobile check deposit, transfer money between accounts, or see your balance instantly. Find it by searching for United Bank and Trust mobile app in your app store. Mobile banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From Vera soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor-fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
TSI Kansas and Clay Center is your diesel repair facility that can meet all your diesel truck repair needs. From brakes, oil services, clutch repairs, tires, and more, we can keep your equipment on the road. TSI Kansas has an extensive parts network and the experience you need to get the job done right and at a fair price. Call TSI Kansas at 785-632-5183 and ask about our current specials.
Back at Campbell Field, again, you just heard Rocky Downing, Clay Center Lady Tigers sweep of Abilene. Here, new pitcher Skylar Merritt for the Tigers struck out Jurgensen for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Now facing Fetters. Clay Center trailing 2-0. Kelby Wishman pitched 4. Merritt's now in off the bench. Fouled back. Strike 1. It's 1-1 count. So Merritt gets the first guy he faces with a strikeout. Wishman with 2 strikeouts. Merritt's now with 1. 1-1 count. 1 out. Pitch in. Ball 2. The Center Lady Tigers win the first game 10-0. Win the second one 8-3 over Abilene. There's a high fly ball down the third for first base line. Foul territory. Evan Rosen now with a play, and that's out number 2.
Now batting number 35, Bass.
So Parker Bass now comes up for the Cowboys. 2 down. Merritt's is face 2 and struck 1 out and 1 fly out. Merritt's pitch to Bass just misses outside. Bass a lefty. Second pitch pitch on the way, catches the outside corner, strike one. Clay Center loses the first game 6-2 in 9 innings. One pitch from Maris just misses outside. Ball 2. 2-1 pitch from Maris, fouled straight back. And strike 2. So 2-2 count, 2 outs. Clay Center trailing 2-0, top of 5. Merritt's pitch 2 base, misses high, count goes full. Merritt's pitch, looking, Parker base goes down, strike 3, and we are headed to the bottom of 5. Clay Center trailing 2-0. Clay Center Tigers coming up to bat. We'll see Logan McDonald, Keegan Brownell, and Colden Weike when we come back.
When you need tires, stop by your Farmers Cooperative, Mr. Tire Branch, for the best value in tires. You see, our everyday prices often beat our competitors' special sale price. Plus, we offer free mounting, balancing, tire rotation, valve stems, and road hazard on quality tires. Don't be misled by so-called sale prices. Stop by your Farmers Cooperative, Mr. Tire Branch today for the best deal on quality tires.
Investing in our own Farmers Cooperative.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Middle of the 5th, Clay Center trailing 2-0. Logan McDonald, the DH, coming up to bat. He'll face Fetters.
Now batting number 6, Logan McDonald.
9 strikeouts from Fetters in this game. Giving up just 1 hit. So Logan McDonald comes up, the freshman DHing, struck out his first at bat. Faces Fetters the second time, good cut, but misses, strike 1. Fetters fires in, strike 2 as McDonald swinging at 2 good pitches. But can't connect, so down 0-2. Logan McDonald sets. Fetters fires in there, misses away. Ball 1. One-two pitch. Outside. Count goes 2-2 on the freshman. Two pitch to McDonald, swung on and missed, and that's 1 out, and that is Fetters' 10th strikeout.
Now batting number 26, Skylar Merritt.
So Skylar Merritt's now pitching, will come in. Merritt's a good start on the pitcher's mound. Swings on the first one, misses. Second pitch, called strike 2. Merritt thought that was a little low, but right back to my point, very consistent with the strike zone. 0-2 pitch to Merritt's on the way. That one low for ball one. Merritt sets in. Pitch in. That one outside. Count goes full. One out, full count. Skylar Merritt stands in and lets one go by, and that's going to be a called ball four. Abilene crowd doesn't like it.
Now batting number 22, Colton Wyke.
But Merritt's will head down with a walk. So Colton Wyke will step in. Now pinch runner in is Jake Ferguson. In for Merritt. So I guarantee you Ferguson will have the attention of Fetters the way he gets his lead and bounces around. Fetters looking over a couple of times. Now will come home to Wyke. Strike one. Fetters has a pretty good move. First base, Jake's pretty quick. Not a huge lead, but a decent one. Pitch to Wyke. That is outside, ball one. Wyke struck out his first time up. One pitch on the way. That is a called strike two. So Wyke down 1-2. Ferguson stands on first. Gets his signals from Coach Bent. Second baseman off a ways, but he is well aware of Jake Ferguson, and now time called. Wyke back in the box. Down in the count 1-2. Ferguson off first base. Pitch home. Ferguson is going. And I think that, did that miss Wyke? Wow. I'm not sure how that missed Wyke. That was right at his head, and he somehow got out of the way. So no throw. And Jake Ferguson safely into second. And now a 2-2 count to Colton Wyke. That's low. Count goes full. So 3-2, one out. Ferguson's on second. Second baseman stands on second base. Pitch to Wyke. Goes down swinging.
Now batting number 34, Garrett Brem.
Garrett Brem now at the plate. Two down, runner on second. Pitch to Brem. Misses, ball one. So Brem swung on a miss. Brem is apparently batting for Libby. And has a 1-1 count with two down. Ferguson now not being held on the base. Now the shortstop will come over. He'll take a step back. Pitch to Brem. Fouled. Strike two. Brem's first at-bat in this game. And 0 for 3 in that first game. One-two pitch thrown in. Jake Ferguson safely down to third. He was stealing. Pitch got by the catcher. and allowed Ferguson to advance, who was stealing anyway, and count goes to 2-2 on Garrett Brehm. So Brehm in, runner in scoring position with 2 down. Swung on and missed by Garrett Brehm, and that is going to end the 5th inning. Clay Center threatens, Strands 1. They trail 2-0, headed to the top of the 6th after this.
Are devices multiplying like rabbits in your home? Time to hop up to higher internet speeds. Internet devices are everywhere, including smart TVs, smart thermostats, smart refrigerators, or smartphones. Or perhaps it's a DVR, gaming console, streaming box, a wearable, tablet, or laptop. When devices are multiplying, you need to start adding. To your internet speed, that is. Switch to Twin Valley Pulse Gig Internet and get your first 2 months free. Hop to it and call Twin Valley at 800-515-3311.
Your newest choice for fresh, delicious meal is the Rock House Cafe and Bakery inside Ray's Apple Market. Create your own salad with the freshest ingredients you like, pay by the pound, and then take it to go or relax in the Rock House Cafe and Bakery seating area. The salad bar is loaded with fresh cut vegetables and signature Rock House salads and is available daily, as are the many other hot food choices in the deli. Your newest choice is a healthy one for your body you'll feel good about at Ray's Apple Market.
Back at Campbell Field, Phil Casper, along with studio engineer Bernie Fancella, headed to the 6th. Clay Center trailing 2-0. 11 strikeouts from Fetters of Abilene, giving up 1 hit.
Now batting for the Cowboys, number 22, Horner.
So Fetters really doing a job, but Clay Center just unable to find anything. They threatened that last inning, could not get Jake Ferguson across. So Horner will lead off. Skylar Merritt's now pitching for the Tigers. Merritt's pitched top half of the 5th. Last inning, 3 up, 3 down. Now down in the count, 2-0. Horner's been on base twice. Once on an error, and then had a triple his last time up as the ball got past Brigham Glaze. Count goes 2-1. Pitch from Merritt. That is going to be a called strike. Strike 2. So 2-2 count now, to Horner. Merritt delivers home, swung on and missed, and that'll set down Horner. So Skylar Merritt's now with 3 Ks.
Now batting number 24, Reicheman.
So the third baseman, Reicheman, now up for Abilene. He's singled, flown out. And Merritt's doing his job so far. Base 4, retired 4, strike 1 to Reicheman. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, counts 0-2. Reichman really on his heels on those 2 swings. Now 0-2, we'll see what Merritt does with this one. Pitch to Reichman, swung on and missed. That is his 4th K.
Now batting number 25, Mills.
So Mills steps to the plate. He had the 2-run shot in game 1, but he struck out twice in this game, 0 for 2. Merritt's pitch swung on and missed, and Skylar Merritt's in a rhythm right now. Quickly sets on the mound. He's ready to go. Fires in, strike 2. I think Abilene thought that was high, but I called it a strike from up here. So 0-2. That pitch is going to be a called strike 3, and Skylar Merritt has faced 6 Abilene batters and struck out 5. Midway through the 6th, Clay Center down 2-0 when we come back.
I was about to close up when into Central Office Service and Supply strolled Shaq. Can I help you, Mr. O'Neill?
I'm in the market for a new office chair, and I heard this is the place to come. Some sissy little chair ain't gonna cut it, if you know what I mean.
Indeed, you're in luck. We have a heavy-duty Laurel chair made especially for people of your stature. They're rated for up to 450 pounds. This month, they're on sale for just $299. Here, give it a try.
It's strong and comfy, too. Central Office Service and Supply guy, this chair's a real slam dunk.
Hello, Patterson's Apothecary. How can I help you? Yes, we are open, even with all the construction. Yes, the road closed sign to our west will be there for a long time because of the hospital expansion. But you can get to us from the east on Liberty Street or from the north on Lafayette Street. We're here from 10 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, except for lunch from 12:30 to 1:30. And you can still drive through or walk into Patterson's Apothecary for your prescriptions. Okay, thanks for calling.
Headed to the bottom of the 6th, 2-0. Clay Center trailing Abilene, but Skylar Merritt came on in relief for Kelby Wishman.
Now batting number 2, Kelby Wishman.
Kelby Wishman now up to bat. Skylar Merritt has faced 6 Abilene batters and struck out 5. He sat down all 6 batters. 1 flew out. The other 5 struck out. Strike 1 to Kelby Wishman. And Fetters has been doing it all night. He's got 11 Ks in this game as we're in the bottom of 6. Pitch to Wishman, strike 2, swung on. Again, a wide strike zone from the umpires. Neither team real happy with it, but very consistent the entire game. And Kelby Wishman, I think, is going to get hit by that pitch, and does. He'll head down to first base.
Now batting number 28, Brigham Glade.
So Kelby Wishman takes a shot in the ankles, and that's going to bring up Brigham Glaves. Glaves has struck out once and walked once. He was one of the runners stranded in the 4th. Wishman, not much of a lead on first. Inside to Glaves, ball 1. Fetters has gone the entire way for Abilene, and see how he holds out as he hits the first batter. Second pitch in for strike 1, and the count's 1-1. Pitch to Glaves, swung on and missed, strike 2. Wishman on first. Base is holding him with nobody out. 1-2 pitch to Glaves. On the way, called, strike 3 is Glaves frozen in that batter's box. That is strikeout number 12. And we are going to have a pitching change. So 1 out, 1 on. Wyatt Alexander coming up to bat when we come back.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
Corn and soybeans can begin growing faster and healthier with Begin Starter Fertilizer from Central Valley Ag. Begin is different.
It's a low salt, chloride-free, 100% water soluble, flows very readily even in colder temperatures.
CVA Director of Fertilizer Doug Kazemba says low salt is also easier on your equipment with fewer plugged nozzles.
You wouldn't have the corrosion that comes with traditional starters.
Begin Starter Fertilizer can be used in furrow, 2x2, or foliar. Sales at any Central Valley Ag agronomy location or CVAcoop.com.
Bank and Trust online banking. You have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So pitching change for the Abilene Cowboys. Jurgensen, who had been playing shortstop, will come in. Looks like Frederick will come in at short. Fedder's probably getting a little high on that pitch count. Struck out 12 Clay Center Tiger batters. Through about 5.5 innings. So bottom of 6, there's one out. Kelby Wishman stands at first. Wyatt Alexander steps into the plate.
Now batting number 7, Wyatt Alexander.
Alexander grounded out and was hit by a pitch and left stranded in the 4th. Pitch to Alexander, good swing, but foul back. Alexander hit the solo home run in game 1 and scored on an RBI from Dylan Moon. Pitch to Alexander is going to miss outside. Count will go 1-1. Wishman not getting too far off first base. Now Abilene's gone from a lefty to a right-handed pitcher, Jurgensen. So it looks like Wishman will get a little bigger lead. Jurgensen will step off the rubber, force Wishman back. Now he'll set, fire home, and that is going to hit Wyatt Alexander for the second time and send him down to first.
Now batting number 27, Evan Rosenau.
So Wyatt Alexander's been hit twice, back-to-back. And that's going to bring up Evan Rosenau. Rosenau's grounded out, struck out. Clay Center now threatening here in the bottom of the 6th. They trail by 2, down 2-0. Runner on first, runner on second, and Evan Rosenau at the plate. Pitch to Rosenau inside. Ball 1. Base not really holding Alexander. He's come up near the grass. Pitch to Rosenau, swung on and missed. So base is playing up. The second and shortstop continue to play games at second base as they hold Kelby Wishman. Pitch into Rosenau, checks. Did not go. That's ball 2. Wishman will take a pretty good lead. Off second, pitch to Rosenau. There's a high fly ball out into left field that will be playable. We'll see if they tag, and they won't. Both runners will hold. So well hit by Rosenau.
Now batting number 23, Dylan Moon.
But really, the left fielder not having to work too hard. He was playing back fairly deep. So with 2 outs, Dylan Moon will come up. He did have an RBI single in that first game. So with 2 down and 2 runners on, now they'll try to pick off Wishman as the second baseman had come over. Wishman not far off the bag. Now base is back behind first base. So there's a single that's going to drop into center field by Dylan Moon, who will advance both runners, and the bases are going to be loaded. So a base hit. That's only the second hit of this game for the Tigers.
Now batting number 6, Logan McDonald.
So now Logan McDonald, the DH, will come up for the Tigers. McDonald's just a freshman. DHing. There's a pitch swung on, foul back. So you've got Wishman at third, Alexander at second, Moon at first. And on a well-hit ball, you can about bet that Wyatt Alexander will try to score from second. McDonald watches one go by, ball one. That's outside. McDonald puts one on the ground, played by the pitcher. What a play by the pitcher, diving off the mound to stop that ball. And that ends Clay Center's rally in the bottom of the sixth. Clay Center leaves the bases loaded. They trail 2-0, headed to the seventh after this.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From various soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
Drivers. TSI Kansas and Clay Center is seeking professional, over-the-road drivers to join our team. That's right, team. At TSI Kansas, our drivers and employees are all part of one team. We value our drivers, mechanics, and staff. We all have a common goal, and that goal is to provide our drivers with quality pay and home time they deserve. The new owners at TSI Kansas are dedicated to their employees and know that they are their greatest assets. To join our team, call 785-632-5183.
Well, top of seven, Clay Center trailing 2-0 to the Abilene Cowboys, and they threaten in the bottom of the sixth. They loaded the bases. And a great play off the mound by Jurgensen, who's in pitching now for the Cowboys. A diving stop on the hit from Logan McDonald shuts down the Tiger rally. So, top of seven, Center down 2-0. And Skylar Merritt's back on the mound. He's faced 6 batters. 1 has grounded out. 5 has struck out. He has 4 straight Ks.
Now batting number 16, Hawker.
So Hawker at bat for Abilene, strike 1. Skylar Merritt's in off the bench for the first time tonight, and he is throwing well. Second pitch, strike 2. And now Hawker down in the count 0-2. So Skylar Merritt's doing the job for the Clay Center Tigers. They trail 2-0, top of 7. Pitch in off speed, swung on and missed, and that is his 5th straight strikeout, his 6th total.
Now batting number 8, Frederick.
So Frederick now batting for the Cowboys. He pitched game 1. Pitch swung on and missed. Skylar Merritt continues to impress on the mound. Second one on the way, off speed. Wow. Just missed inside. So 1-1 count. Pitch in, strike 2, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch from Merritt on the way, and check swing from Frederick didn't go around. That misses outside, counts 2-2. Two-two pitch from Skylar Merritt, and that got the corner, and that is strikeout number 7.
Now batting number 2, Wildman.
5 Ks in a row from Skylar Merritt, back to the top of the order, and 2 down here in the top of the 7th. 2 Wildman. Breaking ball. Misses outside. Wildman, the lefty. One 0 pitch misses. Low and in. 2-0. Pitch swung on and missed. 2-1. Merritt fires in, swung on and missed. That's strike 2. 2-2 now to Wildman. 2 down. Merritt's ready to go. Fires home, misses outside, off speed. Counts full. Merritt gets his signal. Comes home. Strike 3 for Skylar Merritt. That is 6 in a row, and that is strikeout number 8. Midway through the 7th, Clay Center trailing 2-0. Tigers up to bat after this.
As a livestock producer, it's challenging to raise your animals and even more challenging to be profitable. Farmers Cooperative and Purina Animal Nutrition are here to help with our spring feed and mineral booking program. Order now through May 30th and save on Purina tubs, bagged mineral, and fly control products, as well as creep feed. Contact your Farmers Cooperative feed expert today for complete offer details.
Farmers Cooperative. At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Well, headed to the bottom of the 7th, Clay Center, last chance. They trail 2-0, but Skylar Merritt has been the story of this game. He came in the 5th. He has faced 9 batters and struck out 8. He's had 1 batter hit the ball, and that was in foul territory to Evan Rosenau along the first base line. So Skylar Merritt has really done his job.
Batting number 5, Levi Fitzenmeyer.
So Levi Fitzenmeyer will now bat. Fitzenmeyer's been in a pinch run a couple of times. Come in as a pinch runner a couple of times. So umpire will get everything straight. And Levi taking some warm-up swings. Now steps in, ready to go. It's to Fitzmeyer. Misses high, ball 1. Bottom of 7, Clay Center trailing 2-0. Lost the first game 6-2 in 9 innings. It's to Fitzmeyer, strike 1. Tied 2-2 in the top of the 9th, and a 4-run 9th inning for Abilene, including a 3-run homer. And that shut Clay Center down in game 1. Clay Center Lady Tigers, you heard, swept Abilene. They won game 1 10-0. Win the second game 8-3. 2-1 count now to Levi Fitzenmeyer. Pitch on the way, fouled back. Levi, pretty good cut at it. Count goes 2-2. Two pitch now to Fitzenmeyer. Misses low. Counts full. Fitzmeyer back in, looking at a full count. Pitch on the way. It's a called strike 3.
Now batting number 22, Colton Wyke.
So Colton Wyke, center fielder, steps in with 1 out. Like Nate Libby on deck. Pitch into Wyke. That's fouled back. Wyke, 2 strikeouts in this game. Went 1 for 3 in game 1. A 1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Jammed Wyke up as he took a cut at a pitch that looked high and inside. So counts 0-2. Pitch on the way to Wyke, and that misses outside. 1-2 count. 1 out, nobody on. Clay Center trailing 2-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, and that is out number 2.
Now batting number 1, Nate Libby.
So Nate Libby, Clay Center's last chance. They need to get a runner on. Trailing 2-0. Pitch to Libby, misses low and away. Ball 1. Oh, second one looked high and away. Libby took a cut at it. Counts 1-1. So Nate trying to make a little something happen. Maybe a pitch he'd like to have back. 1-1 pitch, misses outside. 2-1. One pitch is going to hit Libby right in the middle of the back. Nate Libby will head down to first.
Now batting number 2, Kelby Wishman.
So now Abilene's coach out. And we'll see what they do with this. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Bring you back after this.
When it's time to replace your roof, see your authorized Duralast contractor, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Duralast features a highly reflective membrane that reflects up to 80% of the sun's harmful rays that can help reduce your air conditioning bill. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement is your authorized Duralast contractor. Request a free estimate. Click our ad on the local news page, ncktoday.com.
This is Dallas Hasselbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
So just a conference on the mound. Nate Libby goes to first, hit by a pitch, and brings up Kelby Wishman. And Wishman was hit by a pitch last inning. There's a high fly ball, and that may be out of play, and we're close over by the Clay Center Tiger dugout, just out of play for the Abilene Cowboy catcher. So Wishman takes a stab at it, fouls it back, and now down 0-1. Nate Libby stands on first. Tying run at the plate, 2 down, bottom of 7. Pitch into Wishman, fouled back, and counts 0-2. Brigham Glaves is on deck. If Wishman can get on. Parker base holds Libby. 0-2 pitch into Wishman. Little dribbler is going to go foul down the first base line. Boy, if that could have stayed fair, that would have got him there. So Libby will go back to first. Wishman will come back to the box, and we'll re-cue. 0-2, 2 down. Tigers trail 2-0, bottom of 7. Pitch in is going to be check swing. It'll be low, ball 2. Ball 1. Ball 1, we think. Wishman back in. He's going to have to really protect here. Down in the count. Pitch in. That's swung on. That is driven into right center field. That's going to send Nate Libby to second. He's going to try 3. The throw is going to be cut off by the short. He'll get in safely. So a base knock by Kelby Wishman advances Nate Libby to third.
Now batting number 28, Brigham Glaze.
So Brigham Glaze now steps in. So Tigers threatening again. They've done it several times this game. And now in the bottom of the 7th, the winning run stands at the plate. 2 down, runners at the corners. Brigham Glaze in, first pitch in high, ball 1. We'll see what they do with Wishman. Base is holding him on. Second pitch in comes in, strike 1. One count to Brigham Glaze. One pitch low, 2-1. Glaze has struck out twice and walked once. He was stranded in the 4th. Pitch in, that's going to be fouled away. So Nate Libby's on third, Kelby Wishman on first. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Brigham Glaze stands in, ready, pitch inside, and the count's full. Wyatt Alexander stands ready on deck. Count is full to Brigham Glaze. Pitch to Glaze, swung on and missed, and that is going to end it for the Clay Center Tigers. The Tigers threaten in the 2nd, they threaten in the 3rd, they threaten in the 4th, the 5th. They left the bases loaded in the 6th and had runners on the corner in the 7th, but could not get a run across. They lose game 2, 2-0. Tigers lose the series. They lost the first game tonight 6-2. That one went 9 innings. It was 2-2 through 9, and then a 4-run 9th inning by the Cowboys wins that one. They lose game 2, 2-0 to the Abilene Cowboys. Again, good pitching from Skylar Merritt of the Tigers. He faced 9 Cowboy batters and fanned 8 of 9 coming in for relief. Again, also tonight, you heard Clay Center Lady Tigers softball. They swept Abilene. They win game 1, 10-0 in 5 innings. They win game 2, 8-3. Here, Tigers lose it game 1 in 9 innings, 6-2. They lose game 2, 2-0. That's going to wrap up our coverage of Clay Center Tiger baseball and softball. For Rocky Downing, Zach Elzinga at Clay Center Lady Tiger softball. Our studio engineer tonight's been Bernie Fancella. For KCLY Sports, I'm Phil Casper.